Alright, hello and welcome back to Surviving as a Trader in Space. And today, I think we're going to upgrade the ship a little bit more in terms of defenses. So let's get started. Alright, first things first, I never realized it until recently when I was just playing around and attempting to purchase an armor upgrade. This is based on research points. Where we have the credits, we don't have the points. In order to get the points, there should be a button or something like that in certain ships or something like that. I haven't really explored enough to look for it. I don't think they actually spawn in Maydays, but they could. But more or less, they do spawn in the other factions that I have not attacked, like Ember, Parallax, those pieces. Reavers, I don't know. Maybe they do have it. I just never checked. So that's the problem. Where we need to find that button for the research points. Maybe they only exist in stations. I don't know. You guys know. I think somebody mentioned it once in the comments once before, and it wasn't too clear on what they were saying until today. Okay, so with that in mind, if we are going to attack Embers, Parallax, and any other factions, we need to get started on upgrading our base with a little bit more of, not necessarily turrets, but some way of repairing them easily. Obviously, we have built-in repair. We can use that. I just find that a little bit cheesy, especially when we're flying around. So we're gonna use welders instead. More of the vanilla way of doing things. So that's what we're gonna work on. And more importantly, we want to get it all so that it works on the front Gatlins over here. It'll be a plus for the top ones up here. And if we have to do it for the auto turrets, that'll be even better because there's a lot of weak points here. It's on an advanced rotor. It's got this converter, and then the turret itself. Those three pieces versus one big piece, like the Gatlin, to be repaired. So if we could find a way to put a welder, maybe like in between here and able to reach it, that would be great. If not, then that's gonna suck. So we could try to weld up, get to a spot where we could weld up as much as possible. Would be perfect. I already could identify right here as a potential chance to do that. Where welders on 2 blocks high. Actually, no. You can't do it that way. Maybe right over here. Yeah, that's where it gets difficult. Like, where can I place it? I think the auto turret makes it even harder to place it, to be honest. If we could place it maybe from here to here, that could work. To give some kind of welding power. I don't know how much of it's going to weld. If I put it here, I don't think it's going to be able to reach there to weld. That's the thing. It's going to be able to reach here to weld. But I can't even put it here because there's a connection point there. So I feel like all that is going to kind of be pretty rough to do. More or less, we may have to expand this out a little bit more in order to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, we could do it, but we could only spread it out up to here. Pretty much only 1 block more forward. So would that give us the opportunity to do that? Not too sure. All right, we're gonna have to turn off the projector and see what we can do here. So again, it's more about trying to get these things welded up more than anything else. Everything else in the back, I'm not too worried about. It should be fine. I might change these out instead of having artillery. There's really no point in having artilleries here because the rate of fire is not that great. So probably have assault cannons instead. Okay, so let's see. How can we even get this thing to work good? So I think right here is a potential chance to do it. I think. So if we grind these things down here, then like again, we have conveyors that are going to be in the way. So it's not going to really work out as planned. So like, I guess we could do it this way. Let's just say with the welders. Because welders do have the side ports. You could kind of get away with putting it like this, right? But then it's sticking out a bit right over here. So that doesn't help. And I can't close it and put a panel there to protect it either. So I feel like this whole piece needs to go up a little bit more, or needs to go back a little bit. So that's gonna be a problem. So here, if I did this, for an example, how much of that is gonna weld up like this welder here? So that welds up that. That's good. But it's not going to reach this. But again, it's going to be exposed. We can't even put a panel or anything right here. Is the turret. We have to stick this out one up in order to make that work. But even we stuck it out one more, will it weld it? That's pretty much the question, right? So if we were to, let's just turn this off, get the Gatling ammo out of it. So now if we did it this way, will the welder reach it? It's not going to reach it. So that's the problem that we have here. We're going to have like exposed welders, which is not the greatest thing either. I don't think we want it to get exposed. Because if it's going to be exposed, it's going to get hit pretty easily. But there's no way to really do it either. Unless it's kind of close enough. I guess we'll see what would happen. Yeah, I think even if we have one back, still not gonna do anything anyways. So that's the trouble with that. So I guess we could test it out. We have an exposed welder, that's fine. It's a little bit hidden, so it won't be really hit that hard. I would hope at least. That's the hope. But yeah, so if that's the case, then we could easily cut up a lot of these like areas here. Because they have conveyor junctions and everything. That's all connect. Oh, okay. So this one's a little bit more rough. Because a welder's only got ports on two sides, not all sides. So this one, I can't do it on this side because of auto cannon. So that's a problem. I mean, I could just throw the welder. No, actually, can't. I was about to say I could throw the welder like this, but he can't. So there's not much we could do about this one. So that's a bummer. Unless we do... Yeah, okay. Maybe we do it this way. Right here. So we do... Okay, it looks like all this reinforced conveyor is not going to be helpful. We're going to need conveyor junctions. And then here, we can add the welder. And it could be this way. And once again, fully exposed. But it should be okay. And it's going to run on constantly. Which is also bad because then it's going to... Well, we don't have to have it run on constantly. We could turn it off and enable them when we need them. We'll work with it for now and see what happens. Here, there's an auto cannon here. No, there's not. I think we can do this. Right over here. Ooh, we got a pipe system here. Alright, that's right. We did add pipe systems instead of conveyor junctions at one point in time. So that becomes a little bit more vulnerable as well. Interesting. That should be okay. Yeah, I think this is going to work. This is going to work decently. It's not going to be the best because the welders are exposed. If there's a little bit of cover, I think it'll work a lot better. But at the same time, it's distance-wise. The welder's not going to weld 2 blocks ahead, I think. I don't think so. So that's the other problem.
Inventory full.
Well, wait. I have... Is this working correctly? I see floating stuff, just not moving. That's a good sign. That means that whitelisting thing I did previously actually is working decent. Alright, now I'm worried about this pipe, but should be okay. Alright, let me see something. Alright, that still goes flow blown out of the window. Oh. Oh, okay. Now, this is working great. I think I'm trying to get one out, but okay. That I'm liking. Building repairs, grabbing them. That is like seemingly fixed, but building out the steel plates or making steel blocks like this is still not working correctly, which is fine. Not worried about that too much. Okay. So exposing all these welders, I don't know. I have a lot of doubts about doing this.
Inventory full.
Okay, so that should help a bit with the front turrets. It's not going to help for the assault cannon right over here. Unless I find a spot for it. I could potentially put it right here.
Inventory
Let's
full.
see what that looks like. Yeah. So if I get rid of this conveyor and put in the welder. Ooh, here's a might be a problem. Or that's a welder, right? Yep, that's a welder. Never mind, that's not much of a problem. That's connected in that way. Yeah, that should be fine. And we connect the welder right here. So again, a little bit on the exposed side of things. But this should help this and this. This one, I'm inclined to say it's fine and leave that alone. And continue on doing this. Okay, so that should be set and working okay. The artilleries, I kind of want to keep it here, but it really becomes pointless leaving it here. I mean, it's minimal. I mean, most of our arsenal's up here anyway, so we should be okay. Yeah, let's just leave it for now. These should really be Gatlings more than autocannons. That one over there sneaking an autocannon there, that makes sense. Here, not so much, but it's gonna have to get this flattened out also, and I can't. Yeah, no, that should work fine. You just kind of lose the design because you have to flatten this out. And actually, no, what? We'll leave it. We'll leave it. If there's other ways to put more Gatlins, I think I should just do that. Gatlins are pretty good in terms of defenses and everything like that. So, I mean, we have decent back here, right? So, not worried too much about that. We should really get this kind of covered up a little bit better. And we could use heavy armor blocks up here. We haven't done that for some reason. This is all light armor. Alright, so we'll protect that a little bit more. Just a tad. Nothing too crazy. Alright, again, we have decent artillery back here or weaponry back there. We could add more on this one. We have the artilleries here. We can throw in either more assault cannons or I'm getting a little distracted. They're coming in pairs now. That's pretty interesting. But anyways, assault cannons or Gatlins on this thing could help. I think more More assault cannons might be better. They hit harder and it has better splash damage. But then again, Gatlins are pretty strong in terms of directing and shooting the weapons that we need to disable. So I might have to switch it to that. Yeah, I think Gatlins would make a little bit more sense. So we could do that. All right, so Gatlins, we could just stick it up from here or kind of have it hidden kind of like that as well. So that means I'll have to cut a little bit off the top. Should we do that? Kind of don't want to. I'd rather just put it right in here if I can. Looks like I can't just yet. I hope build and repair doesn't build that back up yet. Okay, perfect. So then that means we just got to get the connecting point right here all the way up to the top and put a Gatling, which would look a little weird, but it would make more sense, I think. Let's see what happens. Let's get rid of these blocks first. A lot of blocks, unfortunately. All right, so this is not really going to help too much, unfortunately. So if I put the piping system right over here, and we can put a Gatling turret right here. And that doesn't allow me to build around that afterwards. That's the biggest problem I have there. See, that is, yeah, that's the biggest problem I have there. But it's more protected in a way by keeping it like that. Because then if it's getting fired this way, at least this might take the blunt of the damage. But it's so exposed now. Rather having it like just come down from the bottom or just from the outside piece of this. I might do it on the bottom part. Because the hope is that, you know, I don't really have to use the bottom to fire anything. So I'm fine with doing that. So we add like, what was that? A pipe end there and a regular pipe here. And then the Gatling right over, not this one. This one right here. Yeah. So when having it like this is a little bit more exposed. Actually, you know what? I see an opportunity here. We could do... Oh, shoot. No, we can't. Never mind. Actually, we can. So, we could do this. Remove that piece to add this piece here. And we could add a full armor block here. And then we could do a half slope right here to get that protection. We could do it that way too. And that's not terrible. I should do that for the top as well. And it gives it more, I don't know why I just removed that. And it gives it more protection right over there too. Yeah, that seems to be a better bet. Do this. Like that. Let's give that extra protection. And what's this? This is, okay, we can't really do much about that piece. That's fine. Alright, I think that's gonna work. So we should just do that on both sides. Alright, there we go. Got our Gats up and running. It's got a little bit of protection as well, which is perfect. Exactly what we needed. And I think we're good here. So we added a little bit more extra weapons. Some welders for repairing reasons. We could probably sneak a few more welders in the inside where the jump drive is. That would be probably a really, really good thing to protect as well. Okay, so I'm inside, kind of, and trying to figure out if there's any conveyors anywhere. It doesn't look like we have much conveyors hanging around, so that's going to be a little bit more difficult to add any welding. I know we could add welding here, I think. Yeah, here we could add some welding if it's necessary. Let's see. Like something like cutting here would probably help. Yeah, it would probably help a bit if we added the welder. We didn't need conveyors up and down, right? No, we didn't. We could add it right here. I mean, can we add it? No, we can't add it in there like that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We can see a little bit better here. It's too bad we can't add one there. Okay, so there's not much places to add welders, but there are some opportunities. So here's one opportunity. And same with this one right over here. Can we go up and down? No, we can't. Let me see. In here, we can't really do too much. Unfortunately, the tanks are there. Yeah, so not really a lot we can do with this, but at least we have something to have a welder connected on. So that's not too bad. The jump drive is right here. So how can we get to that? It actually sticks out up to here. So if I put a welder right here, that could work out, I think, right? So get rid of this block. This block, let's put a welder right there. And it's got 2 connection points too. That kind of works out. Do that. Yeah, that's fine. That works out really well. I think that works really well. All right, so that's 2 points of welding for the jump drive for protection. I feel like hydrogen tanks need some help as well, but not a lot of places where we could do that. If I remove this, no, that's not gonna do anything. Actually, let me see. If I remove this, it's gonna stack out a little bit, but it should work okay. Yeah, this should work. So, a conveyor junction right here would work. Actually, no, right here would work. Yep, like this. This would definitely work. Get direct contact with the hydrogen tank to repair that. The same on this side, wherever that was. Wait, how did we get in there? Why does this look... You know what? It looks different because I'm not facing it the same exact way. So what did I get rid of? It was just this piece here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, I just got rid of that. All right, that's fine. And then we just threw in a welder like that. Right? Yes. And if we need to add some protection here, we can add some protection there. How did I build this out? Why is it built like that? That's interesting. I guess we could just use something like this. Yeah, that'll work. Heavy armor. Heavy armor. Block that out. We can even put a welder right here. We need to, but it's not for anything. There's plenty of space. Nope. I was about to say plenty of space, but there's a hydrant thruster there. Okay. The last bit of thing that we need to cover and make sure it's fixed is this here. The cargo container. So where can we put a welder?
Inventory
In
full.
there. Not here. Well, technically, yes. In there would be fine. I think if I digged enough in here, we'll find a good spot. So,
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory
let's
full.
see. Conveyor's right there. That doesn't work out. Well, if we get rid of this and turn that into the welder piece, that could work. All right, let's just do that.
Inventory full.
But it's got conveyors on all sides. No, this is not gonna work. Let's not do that. And we'll add this piece back in. But not a lot of places or opportunities for a welder there. One potential thing I could do is just get rid of this hydrogen thruster and lay it connected to the cargo container going this way. And then it'll have connection point from hydrogen tank and the cargo container. That could work. But what's up above here? That's probably the meats and bones of my ship. Yeah, so it's right under here. This block. That's the cargo. So that's not really gonna work.
Inventory full.
Yeah, none of this is really gonna work out too well. Unless I have it connected. Yeah, okay. I see
Full.
something decent I can do. Which is right here, actually. Not the best idea, but it's fine. Connect it here. Perfect. Right here, we can't put a block, but what we can do instead is get rid of this piece and put in... Either we put in some kind of scaffolding or just the whole big old block. I don't want to put something heavy in here like that. That kind of helps. Or... No, that's not going to work. Okay. This beam block is the next best bet. Where we could just do it this way or this way. Probably this way. Yeah, that's probably our next best bet. So then that way we still have some control to get into that. Yeah. Seems to be the better thing to do. And should be fine. I think we're good there. All right, so that is pretty much weldering up our ship or adding welders to the ship. And that way we can protect ourselves a little bit better when it comes to getting damaged and everything like that. So we need a button to turn that all on when we're in battle. So basically, probably going to be in this section here, but all our welders, we're going to have to call them welders, or let's just say mush welders. We'll save that group. And that group is going to be probably placed around here. Oh no, actually around here. Toggle on or off. So right now it's off, but it should be on if we need it to be on. I think that is going to work out. That's going to help us repair our whole entire weaponry. Not whole entire, but a good chunk of our weaponry. So we could be a little bit more careful about things when we're running into battle. Alright. That's good. We spent a lot of time on that, so let's try to make some money by grabbing a ship. What's interesting is that I know I saw something or a ship or a mayday kind of on a planet for once, which is really, really weird. So right there, that's a mayday. Is that on the planet? It very well might be, right? It crash landed on there or is hanging outside of it. I can't really tell. It's 8 kilometers away, but then this is 11 kilometers away. So maybe it's not. Maybe it is floating from Europa, but it's getting very, very close to gravity well. And that's a fairly large ship as well. I'm not seeing a lot of active weapons. The only one I see is right there, but I don't think that's active. Should we try to get this? It's hard to tell. I can't tell. But 808 doesn't seem like it's on the surface. So that's the thing, right? So we can try for it. Why not? Let's just do it. And let's cross our fingers we don't fall into the moon itself. Although I think our hydrogen thrusters are able to get us out. It's a moon gravity. It's not like alien planet or Earth like gravity, which is a lot heavier than here. All right, before we go though, cargo wise, I don't know how good we are. It looks like we're fine, except for maybe motors. And the problem with that is I don't know how much motors we have in the base. I just connected to the base itself. Let's go to the mush cargo on this side, and we just go to motors on this side. Not a lot, as you see here. Okay, try to get 1,000. All right, perfect. We got 1,000. All right. We try to get 1,000 for everything. That should be more than enough to help repair a lot of things. The only thing we're not repairing is probably thruster components. Or even detector components. I don't think we need these. Power cells we might need, although... Yeah, I don't think we need too much of it. Displays, usually not too much. Let's just carry 100. I think we're fine there. Large steel tubes, 713. Do we have any? We do have some. So we can do 1,000 of that. Computers, usually we don't need too much. So we do 400. Do a little bit more small steel tubes. I think we're good here. We got a decent amount of Gatling ammo still. We're pretty good here. I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of this piece. Although I like being able to walk in and out on this side. I feel like we should get rid of that eventually. All right, let's look at what's in the trade station before we go and grab that one that's really close to the moon. Okay, store-wise, got autocannons, which we don't need. I hope you have ammo. You don't. So we'll come back and cycle through later if we need to. And then some micromanaging. So we need to know if there's enough safety zones. We have 8 more chips left. That's not much. Ouch. So I think we spent too much time just hanging around here too much. And uranium, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're still good with uranium. I think power-wise, with batteries, we're still good. Yeah, definitely still good. Perfect. So the solar panels gathering the sun. Not getting too much. We need a ton more panels in order to capture the sun a little bit better. But we can always buy uranium, so there's that. Okay, let's get our ship ready. We can unlock. Fly to the side a little bit. And then we got to deal with all the little stuff. So let's see. Turrets. All right, actually it wasn't that bad because we only had we've only added what's it may call it anyways. 4 Gatlins. So we just got to recalibrate the Gatlins to all turrets and everything like that. So that wasn't too bad. All right. So let's just check this out. So getting outside the bubble really quickly. Oop. So running into things. All right, the sun's kind of in the way now. I can't see a thing. So where is that? Mayday, that's 808. Right over here. Right in the middle of my crosshairs. All right, so I don't think that's on the planet. If it's 8 away, we can travel 100 meters per second, and when we get to 2, we can slow down. I don't know how close 2 kilometers are if it doesn't show up, so we gotta be careful about that. But yeah, I don't think it's on the planet. Because anything else that's close is 16 or 11 or whatever the case is, so we should be okay, I hope. Crossing my fingers here. So let's just try to get as close as we can. Alright, we're 4 away now. So yeah, I think it's like it's teeter on the edge of the moon, maybe. We should be very, very close by now. We're gonna slow down a little bit. We'll just travel a little bit slower. 2 away. Yeah, okay. I think we're good here. It's not on the moon. It's just teetered next to it. So hopefully this is gonna be a fairly easy one to take back, repair, and salvage. And if we could just save it for ourselves, I might do that, especially for the thruster components. All right, we're getting a little too close. We're good. 872. All right, that's as close as I'm willing to get for now. We're not on the planet's gravity or moon's gravity, so that's good. Okay, so let's just check out what's there. Again, I know there's that Gatlin or interior turret. I don't see anything else here. See a timing block, so I'm not sure what that's doing. But this thing is pretty scrapped out, as you can see. There's a lot of ion thrusters on this thing, supposedly. So this is probably not going to be worth really gathering, but we're going to head towards it anyways. All right, let's just do that. All right, let's go. All right, we should be in targeting range for any turrets. And I'm not hearing any firing. I think we're okay. The only other exception is getting it blown up in my face. All right, let's go to the interior turret spot first. All right, no shots. That's a good thing. I think either there's no batteries on this or there's no ammo. Let's just hope there's ammo. Shoot, no ammo. So this piece needs to be scrapped out if anything. It's good steel plates, it looks like. Get the lights and everything like that. What is this? A door? Oh, the doors that are acting like windows, basically. Yeah, this is good steel plates. We'll just grab this for now. I don't imagine we need to merge this into this piece and gather it, so it should be fine. There's a pirate raider. Ooh, we're gonna have to attack that soon. All right, this piece here, it's separated as well. And it is more or less hydrogen. So that's going to be a lot of mats as well. That's pretty much filled up my whole entire space. Okay, so I think we can get the ship fairly close here, I think. All right, so this is the piece that came off from the side. I think we just scrap it instead of trying to attach it. So probably ideal here. The O2H2, which probably has ice. Let's just do this the safe way. Nope. It doesn't have ice. That's disappointing. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot to take over here. Looks like lots of mats, which is good. It's just we gotta run a little bit back and forth to return the mats. Okay, so we could turn off our turrets if we want to, just to be on the safe side and get closer to it. I think we do that. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Right, where's the front and the back? So I think this is the back. right over here. Well, it really doesn't matter. We just need to put a connector and connect it, and we should be fine. I'm just gonna maneuver a little bit this way. I hope nothing shoots us. We're rather close to this thing. Okay. So basically, we're gonna be right on its butt. Right over here. And we're still not in the moon's gravity, so that's good. Okay, so we should be coming up front here. Like this. And we just put a connector right around here. Sticking outwards towards me. Alright, let's back up just a little bit. Just in case this thing blows up in my face. We don't want the ship to blow up with it. But for now, I think we're good. I'm just going to scrap all this. Bring it back to the ship. And then we'll do the connector.
Full.
Oop, oop, oop. Oh. Okay, that works out. Knew it was a good idea to bring it close. Alright, the gravity collectors can help me collect if I were to actually do this, if anything. Right? Yep. That's awesome. I love how that works. Alright, that's taking forever to load up. Okay. Alright, so there... Ooh, what is blinking over there? What was that? Oh, it's just electricity. I don't think there's NPCs in here. Shouldn't be. Alright, it's upside down, actually. So, it should be this way up. It would be a nice ship to rebuild, actually. It actually looks like the original space pod, but upgraded. So the front piece looks like a bigger, larger version of it. Yeah, definitely a larger version of it. It has a lot of seats, too. And then in the back, that's all the thrusting and everything like that. It's got like a medical bay, too. A medical room, but it doesn't have the mats that I can use. We could repair this and sell it, but it is going to get rid of a lot of my thrusters. So like here, 80 thruster components. We only have 800. So only 10 can be rebuilt. So this is like minimal parts that we could use out of it, which is fairly terrible. All right, we could grab this. That had a little bit of medical components. But that's about it. I mean, everything else here doesn't even have thruster components, which is not good. All right, button panels. Let's see. When we talk about the research stuff, I don't think it's based on button panels, but we could always check just in case. Why couldn't we gather computers? None of these buttons have anything, so that was not worth it. Any other buttons that might have research points? I just need one. If anything. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gonna have that. So it's got the timer. I don't know what the timer does. Oh no, I know what the timer does. This is for the antenna. It's most likely for the antenna to project its mayday or whatever it's called, right? Start B and off or on. Toggle block on. Yeah, that is mainly for that. And this one I'm pretty sure is the opposite. It's just to shut down the antenna and everything like that. All right, so that's fine. So we could bring this whole thing back if we want to and sell it. I'm just gonna convert what I can convert because there's no point of really converting it, and there's no point of taking it over when it's just minimal pieces. I think we're good here. This one is not really that worth it. It is very minimal parts here. All right. We'll just throw out a piece here, like so. Throw in a connector. We obviously don't need to do it this way. We always get a landing gear or some sort. That would also work. But I like to do it this way. I mean, we will technically get the money back in a way. Based on selling it. So should be okay doing it this way. Should we repair this more and sell it? We don't really have too much parts though. Like, I mean, it's gonna sell for minimum anyways, because mostly steel plates. It's definitely mostly steel plates. It doesn't really have much to it, which is the problem. Like, oh, I just killed the door. Anyways, yeah, more or less, it's just got steel plates. So it's just sell it as it is. I would be happy with that. That's fine. Okay, let's just do that. We don't need to spend too much time on doing that. Next up, we're gonna hit that heart rate if we remember where it is. Actually, let me take a good gander here. Um, where's our station? I don't even know where our station is anymore. It is behind us, right over there. So if we're over there, we're looking more or less in the middle of Mars and Europa, I think. Right? That's got some firepower, I think. No, it's not too bad. And then, yeah, that's fine. That huge asteroid. That's a bit much. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's just bring this back. Take it over and sell it. It's probably what? 10 million? Not even, actually. I highly doubt it's 10 million. Also, before I forget, we need to get our projector up and running as well. So, we need to go toggle on. Get a new projection on here. And this is to project our welders and things like that. Should be good. Ouch. Alright, I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And get myself upright. We could fly this thing back towards base, so you just do a quick jump. Either one works fine. I think we're just going to... Let's just fly back for once. We're actually pretty close, so why not? Let's just see if we can. Alright, we're locked in. We just gotta make sure this thing's actually a ship, so we can actually move it. There's always that. So the timer block. Where was that control panel? Right there. And where's the ship? Alright, it's loose. I think we're good. Basically very low health. Get some back really quick. Good enough for now. All right. So if we're able to fly back, we're gonna fly back. Looks like, yeah. It feels like we got nothing even holding us back. Usually when we do this, we have like things holding us back, like thrusters and everything like that. But in this case, not one piece is holding us back. So we're gonna fly back to base right over there, 7 away. So the pirate raiders on my right. So let's just keep that in mind. All right, we made it back to the orbital trade station. Do we need to take it over? Can we just scrap it from here? I don't think we can. No, we gotta... Actually, wait. It was right there. 7 mil. Just get rid of it. Is that the whole thing? 7 mil. Grid takeover is minimal. So I guess we could just sell it. Yeah, I think we just sell it this way. So it's the encounter ambassador. That's what this is. All right, easy 7.5. We'll do that. We got 354. Not that bad. Pretty sure a piece of two that I don't own is kind of like floating in space, if anything. I hope that's not the case, though. No, it's not. It's not the case. All right, so we're good here. Oh, here's something interesting. Parallax is 5 away. Which, again, I think fighting these things is going to net us the research points if we can salvage it. What is going on with this spaceship? Those are exhausts? I think they're exhausts, yeah. I hope so. That thing's got quite the weaponry. Assault cannon. Oh, it's got drones next to it, too. Interesting. 2 drones. That's a huge ship. It has to be a huge ship. What is that? Spirit of Lamard. Huh. Interesting. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get my ship inside the bubble really quick first before I go exploring a little bit. I do want to hit the pirate raider. If we could stop it from moving and everything like that, it's net us a lot of money. So that's something we definitely want to do. But before we do that, I remember in our last fight or so, we had reavers coming, a pair of reavers coming. So we avoided grabbing a mayday that's like right in front of us somewhere right over here. I don't know if it was here, but it was somewhere close by. And I decided against grabbing it at that point. Why is there like a cube there? Anyway, yeah, I don't see it anymore. It should be in this vicinity, if I remember correctly. So basically, we're connected here, and I look forward this way, and it should be right around this direction. So kind of gotta scan through and see if I can see anything. I don't see anything right now. I think right there's... Oh, right here. There's a ship here. Yeah, that was what we were going to grab before things came along. But it's fine. We'll grab the... We'll see if we could get the pirate raider first. That seems to be more of an exciting fight. Let's go to the store really quick, too, so we can just double check to make sure if there's any ammo being sold. I don't see shells. And no Gatling. Alright, so that doesn't help. I do not think we can make any more shells and Gatling ammo. So shell-wise, it's more artillery shells. We don't have a lot of spare artillery shells. Or assault shells either. We have 6 spare. Not good. We can't make it because we got no magnesium. We could sell more rockets, maybe. Let's see, rocket. We have 34 rockets. Doesn't really make sense. Auto cannons we could sell for magnesium. Yeah. All right, we could buy a whole bunch of autocannons and disassemble it to make assault cannon shells. We definitely need a lot of that. And also the gun. Actually, no, yeah, that makes sense. We should do that. I mean, not the best trade because we're going to be spending a lot just to waste it all anyways. So there's about 245. We do all, that's 4 mil. 4 mil of autocannons. All right, we can't even do that because we don't have enough space. And we're not connected to the station, so that's just my own fault, I guess. All right, if we could buy all the autocannons, we could disassemble it. We can make more ammo that way. That's for now, because we're desperate for ammo. So Can we? No, we can't hold it all. We can hold 150. Yes. And we can come back to get the rest if you want to. So let's see. We'll throw that in there. Go to disassemble ammo. We're gonna get rid of 100 and let's just say 150. No, it has 160 there, but 150. We'll buy the rest just in case. That's 4 million. So we just technically traded a cell of a ship just for autocannons now. Which is fine. It makes sense to do that, right? Before we go, let's just buy. Yeah, zone chips cheaper here, or is it cheaper at a regular economy station? All right, let's buy 20 of these. Uranium I know is cheaper in this store specifically. Ooh, 10 mil for 200. That is a bit insane. All right, so we just spent all the money that we recouped from that Mayday. But we didn't even spend money on that Mayday either, so that is a plus. Okay, there's an Ember Claw Fighter and SPRT Pirate Raider. So today's goal, or well, not really today's goal. Today's goal is to put it on the welders, which we did. It was perfect. Now we just gotta put it to the test. So we're gonna have to travel about 7-8 kilometers away. We should be able to gather that. What is this in front of us? It's just a drone. I don't think it's got any weapons or anything. We could try it. We could probably salvage it really quick if anything. We're just getting close to it. And I see something right over there too. What is that? That looks like a ship and an asteroid. Should we go there or the Pirate Raider? Is that a Mayday? It should be a Mayday. We're going a little too fast. Wow. That was a bit scary. Okay, let's gather this. It's just a regular drone that was just lingering about. Might as well grab it all. Okay, so what was that we were just looking at? Where's my camera? Right here. Or here. We were just looking at an asteroid of some kind. I don't even see it here. That's super strange. You would think I could see it from here. Ah, right there. That's a ship. Definitely a ship on an asteroid. So either we grab this. This looks like, oh, the one that we always get. Yeah, that's the one we always get. All right, that's not gonna be that fun. We should get it eventually. Let's see. Can we spot it based on ship? Yes. So the left of the moon, or Europa and Mars. I think that's how we're gonna tell where that is. All right, to the Pirate Raider we go. All right, we're just gonna change courses here. 7.5 away. Oh, that's really close to Mars. That's a bit scary. All right, so I know once we get close, the battle begins. Essentially. So let's see how this is gonna work. 1.2, slowing down, and let's just get ready for battle.